And it is me, Unsounder Gaming, or MLG Unsounder, that you guys can see in the top right, and also with my good friend, I mean real good friend, he actually know him in person, we hang out all the time, and Rollaway Plays. He goes by Rollaway in his gamer tag, but his channel will be in the description box below. Go and hit him up. He does gameplay similar to what I do, Call of Duty, Destiny, and pretty soon, probably Halo Reach. I know it's an old game, but he still loves playing it, and so do I. So, who knows? We can do some more collabs on that. But today what we're gonna be discussing is stuff from the Age of Triumph. I know this is a little bit later in the video, or later into the life cycle of this little update setting. So all three live streams have gone by. We know exactly what's coming up. Now, basically, me and Rollaway, we're going to be discussing the pros, cons, what should we like, what do we hope is coming up, and so yeah. So Rollaway, pretty much just introduce yourself and tell the viewers what's up.
Well, I'm Rollaway Plays. You might also know me as Matt. And I've been playing Destiny since year one, and so is Brandon. And we're going to be talking about the new Age of Triumph with, which I'm really excited about. The new raids, the new weapons, armor, and we're also going to be talking a little bit about Destiny 2. So, Brandon, if you want to get us started on that.
Alright, yeah, a little bit just to start off about the Destiny 2 setting. We all should pretty much know this by now. We know that your facial expression or your face customization, your character type, and if you're male or female, transfers over to Destiny 2, but we also know none of our cosmetics, as in like our ships, our shaders, none of our sparrows, our horns, or emblems even transfer over, which I personally don't like. I kind of wish they would transfer at least some of it over.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit heartbreaking for most of the year one players, especially the old shaders from the year one raids, because when I look back and I go through the old raids, it's just like remembering year one, which is like one of the quotes on Bungie. It's like you have to remember the old raids, and losing all your cosmetics is just gonna be a little bit hard.
Yeah, and to me personally, it's kind of heartbreaking because it took me literally months, and I mean months, to even get to a decent light level to where I would be able to hit the Vault of Glass in year one.
Yeah.
So
When light wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, it was just if you had Galahorn or not. But pretty much the next topic, or just a whole little setup that we're doing, this is kind of podcast-esque, to where, yeah, it's a live com, but it's also a little bit into a podcast style. We have some stuff that we're going to be discussing, just like we did with the Destiny 2 setup, but it's going to be more in-depth later on, because that's just a vague little discussion that we had over just a little bit of cosmetics. But our next little setup that we're going to be talking about, our next thing we're going to be talking about, is the raid gear. I personally love the way Crota's End gear looks.
Yeah, that has to be my favorite kind of gear, because if you go and look at the old raid gear, which I'm pulling up on my phone right now, the Crota's End raid gear, it's like all color specific. So the Crota's End raid gear is obviously green, the Vault of Glass is blue, and the aren't they bringing back the Wrath of Machines, right?
Wrath of the Machine and taking Kingswell, so King's Fall.
Yeah. So the Wrath of Machines is red, and I really didn't get a good look on the,
it's like a
King's
neonish
Fall,
blue and black. It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I personally think that I'm excited for the Crota's End gear and what's to come for it.
Yeah, because it just looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And the weapons.
Oh, the weapons. Yes. I cannot
For
wait.
that.
Yeah.
And they're bringing back the exotic variants, and they're adept. So you're gonna get new elemental primaries, which
Yes,
is
they're actually
gonna
bringing
bring
back
back the
elementals.
Fatebringer.
Fatebringer, yeah,
Yeah.
Fatebringer, Necrochasm, um,
Oh yeah.
Vex Mythoclast, Vision of
I saw that when I was
Confluence.
looking through pictures.
Yeah, this is, it's absolutely shipping up to be a really, really freaking cool update. But
And I'm excited for the new colors that they're bringing. For King's Fall, they're bringing more of a purple and black colors for their weapons, and Vault of Glass is more of a gold, white, and black. The Crota's End, which is really new compared to what they had in year one, is a more black and gray, and Wrath of Machines is a red, like a brighter red.
yeah, it has more of a
Which,
vibrant like color to it, which I actually really like because
yeah,
the ornaments that we got for like the first part of Wrath of the Machine Gear, it was cool and all. It was actually really sick how it just illuminated red light, but you didn't really notice it all that much. So it was just really cool the fact that they're like, okay, so we're noticing that people like these ornaments, they want more color though. So that's exactly what they did. They are boosting up the color like crazy. And I personally think, even though I'm Hunter Master Race, pretty much in Destiny, I have to think probably the Titan's gear looks the best because the freaking Titan's helmet, it illuminates a huge amount of just color from the back of its head,
is
which looks
vibrant.
sick.
Yeah, and
So,
I've been playing more of a Titan than any other, even though I used to main Hunter Master Race. Um, and I've been switching throughout characters, and the more, like, they're not making just one character look the coolest. Like, for say, they're not making it, oh, Titan looks the coolest, oh, the Hunter looks the coolest. They're evening it out a little bit more than they did during the year one raids compared
yeah.
to what they did in this year. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
liking more about the raid physics and armor drops.
Because, like in year one, pretty much for Vogue or Crota's End, personally, I think in Crota's End, the raid gear, the Warlock looked the best just because of the chest piece. Like, I didn't care about anything else. The chest piece, where you had those crazy vampire-like spikes on your shoulders, and you had, like, just the craziness looking of it. It was absolutely sick.
Yeah. And what I'm looking forward to more about the weapons is the new perks that they're gonna put on them, because like most people would think that they're just gonna keep the old original perks, but when you think about it, you'd want to have newer perks, and you'd be looking forward to that. So like, I would keep Fatebringer the same though, because that was probably my favorite gun.
Yeah, like, they said, with most of the weapons, the rolls are gonna be staying, but for, like, some of them at least, not all, because you can get a shitty Fatebringer and a God roll Fatebringer, back in year
Oh
one.
yeah.
But they're saying with the Fatebringer Adept, or just any of the Adept versions of the raid weapons, the, perks are gonna be stuck. So one Fatebringer Adept will be exactly the same as the next. Which actually is really cool
Which,
because it just takes
because it
away,
evens it
like,
out for other players.
yeah, it takes away the whole, oh, well, dude, he's got a God roll, I can't compete against that. Actually, yeah, you can, because you have God roll as well.
Yeah, and it's like, if you think about it, it's also kind of unfair. This is like a con, because say you get carried through Vogue and you get the Adept Fatebringer compared to a guy whose max light has been grinding out for this and did like most of the work in his raid group. It's a little bit unfair because you wouldn't get it as fast as the kid who's getting carried through the raid.
That also true, but they also said back, I believe in the second stream, they're gonna be a lot more generous with the weapons and the gear in all the raids. They're bumping up the drop rate because they noticed that people they don't want to like remake the mistake that they did in year one. And people wanted more gear faster. Like in year one, you can hit up Vogue and basically come out of Vault of Glass and not get anything. You can go in hoping to get top tier raid gear and coming out with a piece of legs, when you're supposed to come out at least with 2 or 3 pieces of armor and a weapon.
Which is unincluding the hard mode version of the raid. Because most hard mode versions you need to have like you get the helmet or you get other stuff like that, but yeah. And also what I've noticed, I was on the Bungie page earlier and it mentioned that it was just heroic. There wasn't like a just an easy mode of the new raids, so that's also something to look forward to.
Yeah, you're basically getting double drops
more challenging
because people were thinking that they're gonna go the same way that they did with the Taken King or King's Fall, and with Wrath of the Machine, where you kill the boss, you get rewards, and there's also a chest. People are thinking that they're gonna be incorporating that to the older raids just because it matches kind of what we have now. And a while back they even talked about that they're having the same reward system as the rest, so you don't get more than just more gear in one raid than you would in the rest. Which kind of makes sense, but also it doesn't at the same time, because then you can just go, kind of cheese out the boxes, especially if they glitch out, kind of like a lot of things do. You can get more than just like the amount of rewards that you need to, but we're all Destiny players. We don't really mind that. We're getting more rewards than we want.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that they are like giving you more opportunities to get more raid gear, because as we all know, you can only do the raid once, and then the second time you go through it you don't get rewards unless you do hard mode. And since they're like upgrading the drop rate, it's going to be easier for a lot of players to get more gear faster, which is going to, like, I'd say increase the like people playing it, because I stopped playing this game because like I had so much time on the game, but I wasn't getting enough rewards to level up fast enough. And the raids I would do once a week, but you could only do it like once or twice a week on including hard mode. So
yeah, and a lot of people didn't appreciate that because some of the raids were very, very stingy on what you can get inside it. Like, it wasn't like that ever since the Taken King came in, because they added the new Smart Loot Plus system or something like that, where it gives you more loot than you normally would in a normal raid. And I don't know, I really want to see what they mean by they're going to be more generous on giving us the raid gear and the weapons.
yeah, I'm super excited for that, because when we run through the raids, so earlier this morning, you and me, we both ran through King's Fall.
Yeah.
And we didn't get all the way through, but during one part, I got 2 of the same weapon in War Priest. I got the Defiance of Yasmin out of the War Priest and out of the chest. And I just hope that they fix that instead of me getting the same weapon twice. Like, for some people, they think it's nice, but I would rather not get the same weapon twice, because it's like I could have got something completely different, but you gave me the same weapon twice.
Yeah. It also kind of goes to the same thing for armor as well, because it didn't happen in that raid, but I have also seen, like, to be getting duplicates of armor. I got 2 legs one round, and I really did not want the legs because I already had them.
Yeah.
Also, pretty much, what else? Let me see. Okay, so we also have the quest line. People were saying that, or not people, Bungie themselves said that there is a 12-step quest line within this update. And it's actually really cool, because that just says, okay, well, are we getting story, or is this a quest line for a weapon? Is this a quest line just to boot up of all the stuff that we've done within the past 3 years of Destiny? And is it gonna give us any teasers for Destiny 2? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if this is gonna happen, but what if this questline has cinematic? If this questline has cinematics, then we have to be getting something huge.
Yeah, and for all the previous quests, not many of them had cinematics unless it was like you had to do missions like actual storyline for the quest, which wasn't very like fun for me because I wanted more cinematics. I thought they were amazing, and
Yeah.
if they do add for the 12-step quest, if they add cinematics for that, it's probably going to be amazing because the rewards at the end.
Yeah, like when you complete the first like actual story of Destiny, you get the Stranger's Rifle from the Stranger. I wonder if this quest or whatnot, if there is cinematics, if it's gonna be bringing back the Stranger, if it's gonna be hinting anything in Destiny 2 with the Stranger, or if it's just gonna be hinting in Destiny 2 at all.
And I'm on the Destiny website right now, and I'm gonna read a quote for it. Okay, so Age of Triumph. You have led us to a new age, Guardian, an age of triumph and remembrance, and that's from the speaker. And if you think about that, it's like telling you like to get through the new things, you have to think about the old things. That's what I think about it, and I think it's pretty true. It's like going through like an event, so you have to appreciate the old things to experience the new things.
Yeah, it's basically taking you through a road of nostalgia per se. But personally, what do you think would be your favorite armor set or piece from any of the revamped raids?
I'm excited for the chest piece in Vault of Glass because for the Titan, I've been looking at pictures of it, and it's the one where it's like, it looks like just a blue rainbow in the back, and it's just like
yeah.
a hologram.
Yeah, people were saying that could have some potential in it, but Bungie debunked that right off the bat, saying that it's not going to have any design, like, perks to it. It's just there for aesthetics.
Which I still think would be pretty cool, but since they're revamping the raids, they should revamp the armor. And if they add in, like, newer perks, since everyone's pretty sure that they're not going to have the same exact like feel to the raids. For example, Crota's End may have new bosses, new physics. You'd think that since they would have that, the armor would be different and not have the same perks. Because all raid armor has the has those perks that help you throughout the raid, which I find really helpful. And if they do add that, I think that it could be really helpful during the new raids.
Yeah. Also, you brought that up because one of like the newer or tweets, not newer, but the tweets that they posted up a couple weeks back, actually, or almost a month ago, saying that they changed up Vault of Glass entirely. It is basically a completely new revamped raid. Why did I say strike? But it's a completely revamped raid. And they wanted to change some of the bugs that they had in it that they ended up never fixing. And that just leads to me, what are they doing with Crota's End? Are they completely changing it? Is it going to be a completely new raid? Are there going to be new mechanics? Is there going to be new type of enemy spawns? Is it going to have Taken in it? Since Crota is Oryx's son, who knows? It could have Taken in that raid, who knows? Or is it just gonna overall just be the same raid but different physics? Are the totems gonna be different? Are the bridge building mechanics gonna be different? Are we gonna be able to cheese? Wow, my door just slammed. Are we gonna be able to cheese Crota at all,
The
like we used
bridge.
to in year 1. So kind
And
of like, oh wait,
go ahead.
you, oh okay, kind of like in the one of the tweets that they replied from one of the guys asking, is there gonna be any of the cheeses or glitch spots left in Crota's End, like in year 1? And Bungie or Deej, I believe it was, replied, "I don't know, Guardian, but we shall see when it happens." And I'm not. Don't quote me. That's not his exact words, but it's basically like paraphrasing, kind of hinting at yes. Because then eventually after a while they started talking about some of the cheeses and that you can still complete some of them, but then they didn't say which ones. So we don't know, are we going to be able to do the, like, not wizards, though, totem, what am I trying to say, the totem, like, bridge glitch, technically, where you can climb up all the way to the top of the buildings and sword your way across, if you had a sword on you, or is there just going to be any other cheeses or glitches that we're going to be able to do? Are we actually going to be able to do the old glitch that we were able to do, and still currently, revolving the glitch where you're actually running through all the lamps, or I don't know what they're called lamps, right? And getting into that side thing and just completely skipping half of it, or are they cutting that part out? Are they just keeping any of the glitches in, which I kind of hope they do, because yes, people would say it ruins the raids, but also at times it makes for some incredibly funny moments.
I think that so, but also we don't have to just think about the cheeses and the physics of the game. We also have to kind of think about the new like emotes and the shaders and the emblems, you could say, that they're adding in too, which I'm actually really excited about, because if they're adding new colors to the guns, I'm wondering if they're gonna make new shaders, new emblems, and are gonna like affiliate with.
Would there be a Glowhu Mark II, perhaps? I don't know.
That'd be so cool.
I would kind of love to see something like that, a Glowhu Mark II or something like that, to where it looks like Glowhu, but it's not Glowhu at the same time.
Yeah, like, so then it'd be like you said, Glowhu Mark II, but since all the weapons are black and gray, it'd be like a darker version of it, but it'd like go along with the armor more than the like any other things. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much, I would actually really like to see new shaders and stuff like that, but to be honest, I don't quite think they're going to, just because it is the very end of Destiny 1, and they are barely adding this in as of right now, which we have what's speculated a release date of September 8th for Destiny 2. That's only like 5.5, 6 months from now. So the fact that they're still doing this is awesome. I greatly appreciate it. But also the fact that it's being so big, would that have affected the release date for Destiny 2? I don't know. But that's a different topic for probably later in the podcast or video. What about the new raid weapons and the, like, I want to say the, what's it called? The fucking ornaments. That's what I'm trying to think of. The ornaments the ornaments that we're getting on the weapons as well. More particularly, like Vex Mythoclast or Necrochasm or any of those types of weapons. We're actually getting more than just a couple.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to those, because since they're adding the new Adept versions of the new weapons, I'm looking forward to the new shaders, or not the shaders, ornaments. And I think they should do something where it's like not serious, like it'd be cool, but they should add some like funny stuff, you know? Cause like all of the ornaments that we've had during Destiny have been more of a serious look. And like I think that's cool and all, but it'd be cool to see something like in Black Ops 2 how there's like a bacon shader, if they had something like that, because they have the cool looks, but they should have something like to look at and laugh at, you know?
Yeah, like I would really appreciate if they put some more humor into some of the ornaments that they have for the weapons. Um, kind of like what they have with the Soros regime one right now, that they're adding in. It's a what they called like a Ferrari or something type setup, where it's a matte black and it's got the gold little dragon emblem on the side of it, and that looks absolutely awesome. Whoa, that just stuttered. But just that's, I know that's like not funny and stuff, but it's something that you wouldn't expect for them to put on the the gun itself. Like it's more of a, so to speak, champion's weapon, and something like that is just something that you wouldn't normally see on that particular weapon.
Yeah, and also, what I'm excited about is to see the Vex Mythoclast ornament, because since the gun is shaped so oddly and the color is weird, it's gonna be kind of like exciting to see what they're gonna add to it, because of the shape of the gun.
Well, yeah, but also they kind of showed it off. It's like a grayish, like chrome color. It just looks really cool, to be honest. But it looks like it's kind of not inceived. It's like combined with the color of fucking Vex themselves, kind of like the metal color of it. And overall, it actually looks pretty damn cool. You'd probably have to search it up and look at a picture of it, but that's just one shader. Are they adding multiple? Because for all the guns that we have now, we all have 2 shaders for each weapon. Are they adding more than just one type of shader for each weapon, or since it's the last update, are we getting only one?
Yeah, and we know Bungie, how they're kind of secretive with what they're doing with all their stuff.
Yeah.
And most games, when you think about it, they go all out at the end. And I'd like to see them do that for a moment, or Age of Triumph, not Moments. If they just went all out for it and like did what they could.
Yeah, because like you just said, like they're very stingy on stuff. They finally just today released a official art piece of the Destiny 2 cover poster, or just a concept art, but it's official by Bungie that's gonna be it. And there's some stuff going around that are speculation for the story mode already, and it hasn't even came out yet. But people are saying that the Lost City, or Last City, and the Traveler, or not Traveler, the Tower, that's what I'm trying to say, the Tower, are being attacked, because in the picture, it's the Traveler above the Last City, and the Last City is all just on fire and covered in smoke, and people are saying that Destiny 2's storyline can revolve around that. Personally, I think it can, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to be the whole thing, because we haven't really had much to revolve around the Cabal.
Which is true, there hasn't been any raids with the Cabal. We've had the Prison of Elders, but you don't see the Cabal as much as you do. As much as you'd want to, because of the raids. You got Taken Cabal, which show up in King's Fall, but you don't get very much of the Cabal, which I'm hoping in Destiny 2 they come out with a raid of the Cabal.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Which would be, yeah.
Like a revamped version of Valistar with his little machine gun, go pew pew. That would be funny.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to like the storyline for Destiny 2, because even though the tower's getting attacked, that just makes it for a better story.
Yeah, and hopefully, they're actually going to make it a full story this time and not just leave it, I don't want to say half-assed, but leaving out some key components, because the storyline for Destiny 1, everyone knows, it technically wasn't not finished. The lore to it was there, but the story just wasn't, because of the cutbacks that they did last second, with, I believe, the main storyline director of Destiny 1, which kind of chopped up that whole storyline, like all the DLCs that we have now up till Rise of Iron, was supposed to be in vanilla Destiny, all the way up to King's Fall. That was supposed to be part of vanilla Destiny. But just the fact that they chopped it up and added it all together, and if you actually play through every single story mission in order, it actually makes sense, for one.
Yeah, also, I'm more looking forward to the, like, experiences in Destiny 2. Are they gonna make fire teams bigger? Are they going to make the raids longer, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what are they gonna add to Destiny 2 that's gonna be different from the main storyline and the, like, components of Destiny 1?
Yeah, like how are they supposed to differentialize Destiny 1 to Destiny 2? I know, obviously, though, I know I messed up the word, but I'm gonna continue. But we all know that the core, like, concept of Destiny will stick with the game throughout its entire lifespan. Like all of Destinies, Destiny 1, 2, and possibly 3 if it's still in the 10-year contract. And pretty much, how is it gonna affect us as a Guardian? Are we actually gonna go full on immersion eventually? Is it gonna be more cinematic? Is it gonna be more customization? Are we actually gonna be able to customize every little thing of our Guardian later on? Kind of like sticking with the fact that only our facial, like, our face will show up in Destiny 2 to keep the immersion of that we're completely evolving, and we're basically being stripped down of everything that we have and rebuilding back up. But
which is really sad because you, like, being a year 1 player, I love all of my armor, and even though I'm excited for Destiny 2, I don't want to lose all the armor that I worked for almost 3 years now.
yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking at the same time, but we're just gonna have to live with it. Because that's basically what they're doing. They're evolving what we have into the future of Destiny.
Yeah.
Pretty much another topic is, I don't know. What are your what are your speculations of Destiny 2 in general? Like, do you think, since we already know we're getting rid of, or possibly getting rid of the Hunter, Titan, and Warlock classes and getting new ones, is there gonna be like new setups? If there is, different like species. Obviously, there's gonna be the not the Vex, the Awoken, Human, and Exo. Do you think that we're actually gonna be able to transfer from a Hunter to something different, or still a Hunter but with new subclasses, different abilities, and so on?
Well, I just hope that they add at least one more class and subclass to the game, because when they added the new subclasses, I was super excited, and it was honestly, in my opinion, really cool. And also, I hope they add a new, like, enemy species, because when they brought the what is it called?
Siva?
The Siva and the Taken, I was really excited for that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the fact that they're all reboots, but they have different qualities to them, they play differently. I don't know, it just felt fresh to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Like, at least one more class, subclass, and if they do end up, like, just keeping the same classes and subclasses, do something different with the subclasses, because maybe Golden Gun could have, like, something different added to it. Maybe it's, like, dual wielded, or the Sunsinger can end up, like, resurrecting people from the dead instead of themselves, you know?
Yeah. Personally, I kind of hope that they go with completely new subclasses in general. a while back there was concept art made by the fans for Destiny. One of them, that the fact that the hunter had, instead of its blade dancer, it had a scythe, and its main color was green. That would be really cool to see. And for like the warlock, it was kind of, it was green as well, but it had like I don't know, I want to say a Taken vibe to it. It was just poison based. All your stuff was like poisoning the enemy or taking the life of them, and then filling you with poison to where if they hit you again or something, they get damaged. Personally, it looks really cool. I kind of hope that they have at least some tribute to some of the like art that the fans have made.
I'm thinking of like if they added a new element to the game. So there's Void, Arc, Solar. What if they added, like you said, Poison, or they added, or say like Light. Like Lightning's more of Arc, but I mean, they just added something completely different that no one would expect, just like right out of the blue that no one knew about.
Yeah, that would be actually really cool. I kind of want to see what they do with that. And if
How
they're
far
gonna
they take it.
Yeah, how far would they take it? Are they gonna actually do like a full-on subclass, or is it just gonna be like a little elemental part of the subclass that you get to have for a little while?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope they add a beta and alpha for Destiny 2. I know we've been talking about Age of Triumph, but we've gotten more into Destiny 2 right now.
yeah.
And if they do end up having a beta and alpha, are people going to stream it more? How many people are going to be interested in a new game because of how it's going? Like, are they going to make more money off of Destiny 2 than they are the original Destiny?
I kind of hope they do. There's also been some leaks about a beta for Destiny 1, or it's an open beta, but it's probably going to be an open alpha, if anything. Just so it goes in chronological order, alpha, beta, and who knows, probably Charlie's going to be the main game. But, I don't know, like, it's just, like, concept of just some leaked info about a beta being released soon. And we're not sure when the release date would be for that, but I would actually really like to see that within the next month or two.
Yeah.
Also, oh wait, you go.
No, go.
Okay. Also, there was on the leaked posters that went around on Twitter and just pretty much everywhere. It seems like Destiny 2 is going to be siding or going with the like exclusive stuff with PSN again. So any of you guys, PlayStation players, will be getting PSN exclusive armor, DLC experiences, and weapons as like normal.
I hope that they do that for Xbox this time, because Destiny 1, they had PS4 exclusives that weren't on Xbox for the longest time.
Same thing with PS3, but it was just a PSN overall.
And stuff. And the Monte Carlo. I was really excited when those came out, but I hope they do that for Xbox this year, because
yeah,
I just think overall that'd be amazing.
Yeah, just overall, I did. I just hope that it does that, because they've already had 3 years total to have all the fun and all the decent like stuff before we did. Like, we finally have Monte Carlo, Hawk Moon, and there's tons more that we don't even have, like Jade Rabbit, Zed Meteor, all the really cool exotics that we can't even touch until possibly Destiny 2 even comes out.
Survive the long night.
Yeah, and I also hope that they add where you could change like body features, so like you could have like super big arms and super big legs, and then have like super tiny body. Like if any of you play Ark, you can mess around with your character's features. I mean, I think that'd be cool, and like, but it's not as serious as it would be now, because
yeah,
it'd be kind of goofy, and yeah.
Yeah, I personally don't think they're gonna be doing that, and I kind of hope they don't. But it would be funny to see a hunter or whatever a hunter will be replaced by a person with some giant ass arms and like stubby legs. I don't know. It would be kind of funny to see like a little person like that running around in Crucible. But
Can we go
that's
to the
about
tower?
yeah, that's about all the time we have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Any of the stuff that we talked about, like the armor, what are you guys hoping to get? I know this is the last minute video. It's coming. Age of Triumph is coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. I
Ooh.
believe 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just kind of hook that up to your guys's like time schedule wherever you guys are around the world. Because I know I have viewers from Japan, so if you guys have this in English dubbed or Japan dubbed, then you guys can get that in your
Japan dubbed.
Japanese. I don't know what it's called, but you guys can hopefully understand what I'm saying. But yeah, so pretty much just get that in your calendars. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's live. And dude, the hype is real. It's been real for a good month now. And I just cannot wait to hit up Crota's End tomorrow.
And for all the people in Japan, I was there. Okinawa.
Yeah. He lived there for a while. But
4 years.
yeah. So that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you will, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. And before I finish out my outro, Rollaway, do you have anything you want to say?
Well, obviously, subscribe to this beautiful, beautiful man's YouTube channel. And, if you want, you can go to my channel. I mean, it's kind of bad, but whatever. And, don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. Comment down in the comment section, obviously, your favorite food and why it's your favorite food.
If you made it this far in the
kinda
video.
like yeah.
Alright,
And
guys.
yeah.
Alright, guys. Well, that's the full end of the video. Look in the description. His channel will be there. Hit the subscribe button on his channel as well. He's just now starting. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, Unsounder out.